Banner started tweaking. After listening to that new net spin, he was like, nah, no Banner, no girl. And wait, DJ, switch that beat. This movie is definitely the top 5 best Spider-Man movie of all time. And it's not number 5. I'm excluding the animated movies because the Spider-Verses are on a different level. And the way my theater was packed, you would have thought Michael Jackson himself was dropping a new album. I had niggas standing in the hallway watching the movie. Like, it can't be that serious. But I low-key get them because this is the first time Tom Holland's Spider-Man has actually felt like Spider-Man and not a watered-down Iron Man. And I'm all here for it. And how does every single one of your movies has home in the title, but you're everywhere except but home? Like, my nigga, go home. He went to space before graduating high school and fought Thanos. But I guess that's small potatoes, right? Yelena, but don't worry, I'll get back to you later. So the scene starts with Peter working on his web shooters, and I got a question for all of you. Do y'all see this right there? Now tell me, is this man not supposed to be broke? Because my boy has 3 monitors, a laptop, and a whole 3D printer working on his Spider-Man suit. And this is not even a regular 3D printer. This one is making tissue. I might be wrong, but I don't think they sell those at Walmart. So there's definitely something Peter is not telling us. Peter, are you selling crack? Because I know for a fact rent in New York is not cheap. A closet in New York would cost you at least, and I'm being generous, 1K minimum. And we know superhero work does not pay. And nobody even remembers you. So where is this money coming from? Anyways, while he was working, he started looking back at that damn letter that we see the whole movie. I'm barely able to keep my SSN, and he keeps that letter for years on end. And can MJ even be considered his ex? They never actually broke up. She just forget that he existed. In my mind, we're still together. I'd be moving worse than Joe Goldberg himself. And with the Spider-Man powers at that, yeah, if I can't have you, no one can. Straight up. And mind you, Peter does not exist. He is quite literally nobody. The perfect setup to be the best Joe Goldberg ever. I would introduce myself all over again and get my girl back. Like, what? But even after all that, he still puts on the suit. He gets to cleaning up New York, taking criminal off the street like it's a regular Friday. He webs that guy to the left, flips over one, and webs that guy mid-air. Lands is this other guy with a backhand web and then jump after the last one who falls from the building. Personally, I would have let him fall. I ain't gonna lie. But he saves them and wrap all of them at a traffic light. And I don't know for you guys, but this gotta be the most shameful thing ever. I would quit crime right then and there. Then we see him get flower for Aunt May. Rest in peace. I still haven't moved on. Wait, please. Wait. Give me some time. But right after that, we see him take out Scorpion with a piano and Tobias. Well, what are you doing here? You Tombstone now? What the hell? Then we see him take out villains after villains and single-handedly drop the crime rate in New York. And at this rate, he has been doing this for years now. He is not a kid anymore. Being Spider-Man is basically the only thing he has left and the only thing that he does. Even after Detective DeWolf keeps telling him that he needs to take a break and actually live his life. And again, we don't see him work, not once in this movie. Does Peter have a trust fund we don't know about? It can't be since he doesn't exist. So he definitely has a GoFundMe somewhere, since there is a GoFundMe for quite literally anything. And before he can even think about resting, a tank starts speeding through the city. So he suits up, start running, and oh my god. And they're talking about everyone can be under the mask? Not me. Are we seeing this? This is death right there. Oh my god. But Spider-Man swings after the tank and we're finally getting swings through the city and they look so good. So he tries to catch up to the tank but gets shot at. So he lands on top of a knife placement, throws web grenades under the tank, but that don't work. So the thing goes through a cop car that almost flattens a kid, but it gets saved by Spider-Man. And oh my god, is that Rogue? But Spider-Man gets T-boned by a car, and who would T-bone Spider-Man? It's the Punisher. Is here, and one of the vans those Chris be in. You want a candy? Looking at a van. And oh, are these beads covers? Ew. Yeah, so if the Punisher is here, you already know what's happening. They're having a full convo while the thing is rampaging the city. Do we not have any sense of urgency? I loved their relationship from the jump of that interaction alone. But Peter quickly put him on the bench. Bro got scolded like a badass kid. Then the truck crashes into the prison, and while it's in the air, it swung like 6 random to safety. Then Peter says,
"Alright, everybody clear out! This guy is armed and dangerous!"
W reference, but not a single soul caught it in my theater. This shit had me questioning the whole theater. Is there any real Marvel fan here? Then we found out the person controlling it is an old white woman. Then she reactivates her snow bunny powers she had way back in the day to hop from bodies to bodies, putting Tiana Trump to shame. Then get to the real objective, which is to change the itinerary of Scorpion so he can escape. Peter tries to follow him, but the Mind Hopper forces one of the guards toward the edge of the building, and Peter has to save him. And the suit is kind of throwing me off. It's weird. I don't know if this is a hot take, but his old suits wear low-key better. Don't shoot me. And every time I get a close-up, he looks like Spooderman. Is it just me? Then the Mind Hopper tries to mind grip Peter, but he cannot control him, probably because of his spider sense. Then leave before a bomb explodes. And watch this.
I would never hurt you. Okay. I love you, Spider-Man. Yeah.
Oh, nigga, you gay! Grown-ass man, bro. So a scorpion gun and an invisible person jumping between bodies, Peter realized that this is bigger than his usual street-level problems. So he goes looking for help, and he goes to Yelena. I love some of the Yelena songs. What the fuck does she know about building level threats? And I gotta make this clear, because in my last video about Doomsday, I came off as like I did not like her. No. I despises her as a Black Widow. You are funny. I love seeing you on screen. And you are pretty in all the good ways, but you got no badges. And we got John. I'm sorry I have to talk about you again. But you are one of the worst super in the whole country, bruh.
You wide open and it say 100% contested. You can't make nothing.
And niggas always trying to be unique, trying to be different, when the whole time this is your first time seeing those headphones, buddy. Give it up. You never use these. Like, why do you have a bathhouse as your office? You are not different. But anyways, Peter explains what happened and tries to convince her that the situation is serious. But Yelena says,
"That is more your area, like small potato stuff, whereas the new Avengers are focusing on big potato stuff."
Big potato stuff? Big potato stuff? Is this the big potato stuff you're talking about? Y'all needed 3 super soldiers, a regular soldier, and a girl ghost for a chunk of wall. A chunk of wall. Spider-Man held a bolt splitting in half by himself. He has more strength in his left nutsack than the whole new Avengers team. Like... And mind you, this was their big Avengers Assemble moment. Like, excuse me? This is the same Spider-Man who fought Captain America. Is he small potato stuff? He fought 4 supervillains in one night. And I know for a fact, all of y'all together will not be able to defeat those villains. Not in a million years. And he also helped fight Thanos twice. Is he small potato stuff Thanos? Now, no, we can argue that at that time he was an Avenger. But it's still Spider-Man nonetheless. But anyways, Yelena, okay. She still gives him some info, which leads him to speak with Bill Metzger, the director of the Damage Control. And as soon as I seen that place, I knew for a fact they were suspicious. Like, y'all got used tampons as security guards. I don't trust y'all. But Peter agrees to help investigate. But this place definitely feels suspicious. After that, Peter is eating alone, like me at my college, since I have no social skill at all. I be on those tables having existential crisis. Like,
do you have any relationship with your father? I mean,
what's that? What's a father? Then he spots Ned, since he is back in New York after studying at MIT, and I'm not gonna lie, he got that shit on though. And Peter follows him to an apartment party using his Joe Goldberg abilities. Peter walks inside the party, then roams into a room that will put Marinette herself to shame. Like, Ned, you's a freaky ass nigga. And then MJ walks in. Now I know for a fact he gets an instant boner, but I digress. For the first time in years, he is finally standing in the same room as the 2 most important people of his life. And it's the most cringe conversation ever. Oh my god. I had secondhand embarrassment in my theater of how much Peter is a dork, man. Then MJ goes to the kitchen and some random show up. And kisses. What? This scene shocked Peter so deep in his core, transforming into a whole different nigga, just to cope. And I know for a fact after that, this nigga gonna be on some bullshit like,
I am a fucking warrior that is meant for something big.
man, shut your bitch ass up. Then he finds a way to get inside his building, gets random clothes, and the shirt he gets is the type of crop top ATL niggas be wearing and be swearing under their life they're not gay. And just for y'all, I got a my brother covered the whole place with his knot. Even the roof, man. You a gooner. I'm warning. Because of his transformation, he started producing organic webbing directly from his wrist, making him unable to use mechanical shooters. His senses also become stronger. Then he gets an alert from damage control, so he gotta swing there even though he's swinging like Joe Biden every time you get on a staircase. It's like, nigga, get up! And we get Bad Bunny, but for just 4 fucking seconds. Like, did they not get the right of the whole song? So he somehow gets there, and Scorpion got on timing instantly. His swing is still at him, Peter dodges. He tried to swing, but got gut checked mid-air. Then Scorpion took anchor on the floor, then uses his tail to flip himself to Spider-Man, then throw kick the shit out of him. Then Spider-Man stood up, deflect that one, then weave, uses web and swing and boom! Scorpion with his knee. Scorpion tells him that he is not Scorpion, then catches him because his web's tripping, then does a love to himself, then boom! His eye. Spider-Man gets cornered, then his eyes turn black, started looking like the one came from Scary Movie. He gets stronger after that, then yanks Scorpion, throws him on the ground, and oh my god. He jumped like 50 feet in the air, then pounces himself on Scorpion's chest, and only after that he started asking questions. Bro's moving worse than Batman. Like, what else do you want from him? He's dead! Then dragged him and throws him out of a cop car, almost killing an officer, then rips Scorpion's tails and beat him up with it, and backhands him to a car. He didn't say a single joke the whole time, so you know he was on that type of timing. But he realizes that he is getting too dangerous. So he goes to the one person who might understand what it feels to have another side of yourself that you cannot control, Bruce Banner. Bruce is now teaching at Empire State University. While he was teaching, somebody asked a question, and let's hear what she has to say.
Thanos was so worried about overpopulation. Why didn't he just use the magic glove to make more food?
So, out of all the questions you could have asked a former Avenger, you asked him this? Man, let me ask a real question. So, Dr. Banner, when you turn into the Hulk, does your meat expand? What? That's a valid question. Now, you're telling me you watching this video right now, you would not want to know this answer? Let's be for real. Anyways, Peter asked him a question about his inhibitor that prevents him into turning into the Hulk. And I don't even know why you have that. Like, you are not a threat. Like, at all. You are probably the nicest Hulk known to men. And even Peter is laughing at you, knowing how sorry you is. But Peter started asking this question, and I'm skipping over all the big words, but Peter wants to make an inhibitor for himself that does not take all of his powers away, but just the bad part. And while talking to Bruce, he gets the idea of an universal inhibitor. And I know Magneto's somewhere kicking rocks, because if he puts his hand on you, Peter, you're a dead man. Fast forward a little bit, while Peter was trying the inhibitor he made, which failed by the way, which leads him to start interacting with this dude, which is actually the Mind Hopper. And this actor played the fuck out of his role. The entire internet is talking about how he did the best he could have with the little he had. And the first time we see the actual Mind Hopper, they are inside Peter's apartment, and eventually they find the letter Peter wrote for MJ and the coffee cup he got from No Way Home. So he starts chasing it, and oh my god, is he dead? He got to be. There is no way he survived this. As an old man, and Spider-Man didn't even go check him out. He was so focused chasing it, but he finally stops it, and Peter knows that MJ could be in danger, so he breaks into her apartment to protect her. He takes her out of the building and swings her through New York, and for a minute it feels like the old movies again. Then they land on this roof, and MJ starts talking like she remembers Peter's again. She tells him that she knows they had a past, but she can't figure it out. She takes off his mask, looks at him, and kisses him. And it was at this moment that I knew he fucked up, because this was way too easy. Then she says,
Go ahead, Peter. Touch her. Hold her.
ah! Hold me back, hold me back, hold me back. She's about to get it. Like, if I up pull on you, I'll be wrong for that, right? And what makes it worse is the fact that she says this.
I mean, it is sad. There is, like, no thoughts of you in here whatsoever.
Yeah, just slide it in. And after kissing him and making him believe that she remembers, it forces MJ toward the edge of the building and makes her jump. Mind you, the Mind Hopper is looking for something at damage control. How does doing all this help? Like, are we serious? Spider-Man does not have what you're looking for. But Peter catches her before she falls, and now he knows exactly who is behind the attacks looks like, and it's Max. What are you doing here? Looking for Stranger Things? The only Stranger Things we got in New York is some old up grown man dressed like a baby, and that would be considered normal in New York. Peter gets the real MJ away from Max and brings her to Frank Castle's hideout, and they almost die somewhere that's supposed to be safe. And now Frank, how the fuck did you put that up there? That's a whole boat propeller. Anyways, while at Frank's hideout, Peter finds out that Max is actually
Jean Grey.
Yeah.
He also finishes building his inhibitor with MJ's help. He also creates a second one, universal this time, that could temporarily shut down Jean's powers. Then we see Jean goes after the main damage control facility because she believes that VMAX is located inside the most secured vault. And oh my god, she takes control of Bruce Banner. Like, am I supposed to be scared? But even nerfed like crazy, she is still putting in work with him. The Hulk face palms Spider-Man, goes through a wall and slams him into a desk. Then lifts him up again and Loki slammed him, knocking his hair out. Then he started chasing him, but Spider-Man does a wall flip, webs him, and face plants him on the floor. We see that she starts losing control a little bit, but she grabs Spider-Man, slams him again, then smashes his head, then making his face look like this. Then Frank comes to help, and after that epic scene, they actually make her lose control of Banner, then split up since Frank was being a pussy, totally understandable. But he gets his mind mangled and she sees some crazy stuff in there. But I know for a fact it can't be worse than any search history of any furries. Y'all some sick individuals. Then Banner gets actually back to normal, but since he lost his inhibitor, he was panicking. So Spider-Man gave him the spare one he had, and instead of acting fast, Banner is taking sweet time. Like, bro, put it on faster. And why didn't Spider-Man put it on for him? Like, what? Banner started tweaking. After listening to that new net spin, he was like, nah, no Banner, no girl, only home. And wait, DJ, switch that beat. Oh my god, the Hulk is finally back. That's what I'm talking about. That's why he's the GOAT. The GOAT. My glorious king is finally back, and yes, I'm meat riding with full efficiency. I don't care. This shit means something to me, man. This scene looking like one of those couple where you see the tallest human you've ever encountered in your life with the smallest girl they could ever find. Like, this does not fit. Get your bigger size. But we finally get Savage Hulk again, and Yelena. This is small potatoes, right? But then the Hulk grabs Peter, then starts slamming him on the floor, but he managed to escape and got on his back trying to get the inhibitor on him, but that don't work. And the Hulk starts chasing Spider-Man through the building, and he's using his web to slow him down the best he can. And then he claps. Wait. He claps. Wait. He claps. Oh my god, this means something to me. This shit reminded me of the Hulk and the Agents of SMI so bad, and how much I love the Hulk, man. Then the Hulk jumps off the window with Spider-Man, grabs him mid-fall, smashes him into the building, then throws him away. Then Spider-Man tries to catch himself, but the Hulk yanks him inside the building. Then he come out, goes inside again, come out and go back in and wraps him around the building. He tries to put the inhibitor on him, but his skin thicker than my meat, so it doesn't work. So the Hulk finally pushes through the webbing, then falls off the building, but Spider-Man punches him inside the building. Hulk still tries to attack, but he's weighed down, so Spider-Man tried to punch him with the electro gloves, but get cut, then thrown on the floor. Then the Hulk used a big potato to smash him, and oh my god, his hand is the side of Spider-Man's torso. He was about to get crushed, but he was able to sweet talk him into letting go. But Jean uses the Punisher's body and his explosive to break into the vault. Peter webs Punisher's gun, then swings in to attach the inhibitor to Jean, shutting down her abilities. But before she loses consciousness, Jean says one name: Sarah. Metzger tells Peter that Sarah was someone he worked with who died, and says that Jean discovered the name while possessing him. Peter believes him and leaves Jean in Damage Control's custody. When Peter returns to Frank's hideout, he realizes that MJ has found his letter. She now knows that Peter knew her before the memory spell. Then she asks him to take the mask off and want to talk to Peter Parker. And I know after that she was like, oh my god, what happened to him? This whole time he was getting saved by some lame ass looking niggas? Peter finally tells her everything. He tells her that he loves her, but MJ says that she does not have any memories of them, and that this spell has worked. She understands what he did to protect her, that she's grateful, but then she says,
I don't love you. He said, I don't even know you. He said, I don't even know you. He said, I don't even know you.
oh my god, that hit hard and deep. And honestly, I understand her, but imagine after this whole time, years of daydreaming about a possibility of coming back together, and she dropped this? Oh no. Then MJ leaves, but she realizes that she has nowhere to get back home. So Peter has to swing her back in complete silence. And we know he was like this under the mask. When they get back to her house, MJ asks him if he wants to come up to spend some time with Ned. Peter then spends some time with MJ and Ned while still wearing the mask. They build Legos and hang out almost like the old trio they used to be, except Ned still has no idea that Spider-Man is Peter. At least, Peter gets to experience a small piece of his old life again. I almost shed a tear watching this scene, I'm not gonna lie. But while talking about Jean's possession with MJ, Peter realizes that Metzger lied to him, then calls Yelena for more information. But I got one question for you, Yelena. Is the Hulk considered small potatoes, or do you only fight cosmic beings? This potato stuff you're talking about can only come out Carol Danvers' mouth, no one else. Then we see inside Damage Control, and Metzger has been capturing and experimenting on mutants. He wants to copy their abilities and create enhanced soldiers under his control. Sarah was Jean's sister, and Damage Control experimented on her too. And the thing that she was looking for this whole time was a vent. A fucking vent. I thought it was Venom. I thought it was some alien, some crazy code, or she was trying to free someone. VMAX is a vent, and it was the last thing that Sarah saw before she died. So she sent the image to Jean as a final message. Jean realizes that Damage Control killed her sister, and she completely loses control. Her powers explode across the city, freezing everyone within the surrounding area. Everybody started hitting that MJ, Ned, and thousands of other people became trapped in place. Jean takes control of the hand ninjas inside the facility and turns all of them against Spider-Man. So we get our last fight scene. She swings, but he dodges, then parry, block, and webs this random. Then they hit that sliding combo just for them to get parry, block, then grab this dude, stupid, pushes them back, dodges that sword, then get kicked like 20 feet away. My boy's getting jumped. Then they hit him with that majestic jump straight out of a Chinese martial art movie, just for him to weave the first sword, then get hit once, twice, thrice, 4 times, dodges the last one just to hit that weak ass pose. Then they do this. What the fuck? How am I supposed to analyze this? Rewind. Then they hit this Mario ass jump just for her to miss again. Then they start running around like they're in Sonic. Then they just start throwing random bullshit at him. But he remembers that he used to be a ballet dancer, so he twirled out of there and slammed himself onto the door. But that don't work. So Ghoul number 50 tries to get a slick lick but get weaved in web. Then he gets on the ceiling while flipping the same guy onto another guy. Then web that guy, took his sword, parries this one, and then web 2 at the same time. He's still trying to get inside, but his web gets melted, then get double drop kick and belly flop on the floor. Peter was clearly overwhelmed. He has to dodge shurikens, then weave this random into a hole, then weave, but the last one hit. Then one of his web shooters gets taken down. Then they started jumping, bro, like some pussy ass niggas. They jumping, bro. Nobody giving him the fifth of a one-on-one. Then his last web shooter gets destroyed, and oh my god, bro landed on his neck, hitting some weak ass breakdance. Then bro gets cornered and his life started flashing before his eyes. So Peter finally removes the inhibitor. His black eyes return. Then background character number 35 jumps at him just to get caught by his web and get his sword destroyed. Then Peter gut check the fuck out of him, then webs him before he gets literally impaled. And this was where Spider-Man starts going crazy. Dodges everything they throw at him, and his bones get so strong it destroyed the entire stick, and his organic web don't get affected by the weapons they had ready for him. So he jumps all the way out to bust the biggest bust I've ever seen, then uses the bust residue to bounced back to the top and slams in the room Jean is in. And I was like, oh, this is what I like to see from Spider-Man. Oh yeah! Then a lot of talk, no jutsu happened, not really that interesting, but we get to see Aunt May again. Oh my god. And Peter shoots his shot and green fuck nigga. A player might be benched, but never forgets how to play the game. Goliath. But Punisher's dumbass shot at Jean, but Peter jumps in front of the bullet and takes it for her, man. And dies. Oh my god. R.I.P. to Spider-Man. Nah, I'm just playing. Jean uses her voodoo shit to keep him alive. When Peter wakes up, Frank apologizes for shooting at him, then dresses up as Spider-Man so Peter can leave the hospital incognito. Then we see Jean Grey leaving the city, and I don't know what the writers was thinking about, but to me, she's just a bitch. She killed for absolutely no reason when she can hop into people's mind. Like, hop into the big boss mind and look for whatever the fuck you was looking for. You didn't have to kill anyone. Like, you endangered an elderly lady for no reason, killed an old man to order farm, then almost killed MJ for no reason again. Like, y'all think I'm gonna be cool with her? Man, fuck her. Anyways, at the end, Peter runs into Ned again at the bodega. This time, Peter introduces himself by his real name. They start talking. Then Peter starts their whole secret handshake, and Ned's body actually remembers it. And even though his mind doesn't, and that is straight muscle memory, it's a start. And he also looks at Peter and says his name like he finally remembered. And Yelena, in this movie alone, Spider-Man has dealt with more big potatoes than your whole career in the MCU. The only big potato you know is a chunk of wall. You guys are not even wall level, and y'all the new Avengers? Man, what a show! Anyways, after sitting through the longest credits ever, we see Ned Strucker tracking Spider-Man off planet. Where did he go? Did he get kidnapped, or did he left to go save someone? I guess we'll know soon enough. Other than that though, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, please, it means something to me. Don't forget to also comment. Follow all my socials, link in the bio, and join my Discord to get more updates. But anyways, I'm out of there.
My heart is burning and I feel kinda lost.